that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And this is the time of the day where we come up with what we call the Match Day Live. The Match Day Live consists of the confirmed starting 11 for both teams, the benches, and whether we see changing our prediction that we made in the match preview, all depending on the players that have gone ahead to obviously be showcased in here onto the channel known as the Rokani Media Football. So smash the like button, comment and share, and continue to subscribe, because you know the magic number we want to hit. We want to hit 30,000 subscribers, and this is the 5th video of the day, meaning that the match reaction will be the 6th video of the day. Arsenal have Raya, Ben White, Saliba, Hincapi, Timber, Eze, Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Saka, Gyökeres, and Martinelli. That is the starting 11 for the side of Arsenal as they take on a side known as Wolverhampton Wanderers. Wolverhampton Wanderers have Johnston, Mosquera, Agbadu, Gomez, Doherty, Yao Gomez, Andre, Kreji, Wolfe, Lassen, and Hwang. Now, the bench of Wolverhampton Wanderers has the following players. The bench of Arsenal has the following players: Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Jesus, Kepa Zebalaga, Christian Nogard, Leandro Trossard is back, Noni Madueke, Ethan Waneri, Mikel Merino, and Miles Lewis Kelly. That is the starting bench for the club of Arsenal. Wolves, Josesa, Santiago Bueno, John Arias, Tolu Arokodare, Tawanda Chilemwa, Jana Hoe, Fe Lopez, Mateo Mane, and Jackson Tachachua in there. That is the bench for the side of Wolverhampton Wanderers in here for you, and that is what we call the starting 11 for the club of Arsenal and a side known as Wolves. We get into the formations for these particular teams as presented to us by these as presented to us by Google. Now, the starting formation of Arsenal is a 4-3-3, whereby David Raya is in between the stitches for the club of Arsenal. Benjamin White is being played as the right back. Timber comes in through as the left back. I'm really shocked that Timber is being played as a left back this time around, because I thought Lewis Kelly would have gone ahead to obviously do the needful. But I think the manager is really balancing up playing time, because Lewis Kelly played in the midweek, and I think he played a lot of minutes, and maybe the manager is like, Timber starts, plays in some 60 in his legs, take him off and bring in Lewis Skelly. Saliba returns as the right-sided centre-back for the side of Arsenal. By the way, it's been some games since Saliba really kicked a ball for the club of Arsenal. He, I think it was against Chelsea that he never really showed up. So ever since then, he hasn't gone ahead to play. So they've played Chelsea, they played Aston Villa, they've played Brentford, they've played in the Champions League 2 games, and I think he hasn't gone ahead to feature, right? Hincapi, left-sided centre-back, Zubimendi, CDM, Eze playing as a 10, Declan Rice, box-to-box midfielder, Martinelli, left forward, Bukayo Saka, right forward, and Victor Gyökeres is leading the line. Now, Martinelli scored a very beautiful goal, and the manager is like, please, Martinelli, go ahead and obviously continue scoring stretch, because we also need that form in the Premier League. In the Champions League, he has gone ahead to score 5 goals in 5 consecutive games. That is Gabriel Martinelli. And in the Premier League, I think that's where things haven't obviously gone ahead to obviously come out and really work out well for the player. Because in the Premier League, Gabriel Martinelli has played 11 games and he has only 1 goal in the Premier League. Yet in the Champions League, he has 5 in 5, meaning that the manager is like, you can really do it also in what we call the Premier League. So, I've always told people that Gabriel Martinelli is one of those players who thrives on spaces. And each and every time you start him, then you are limiting his abilities. You know, coming off the bench is when Martinelli can obviously give you a very huge output. Victor Gyökeres getting back into the starting 11 for the club of Arsenal in the Premier League. Remember, in the recent games or the previous games, he had a lot of things to really prove. And he put out a very huge show, you know, though he never really scored. So he has not been starting in the previous Premier League games, has been coming off the bench. But now he is granted a chance to start. And I think this is a perfect game for him to obviously extend or really get back to goal scoring ways, because it's been long since he last scored. Because in the game where he scored and really played very well, which team were they playing? Leeds? Not Leeds. He scored and had an assist and really made 3 big chances for Bukayo Saka. And I think Bukayo Saka went ahead to score none. That is Victor Gyökeres. So that's when he really got injured. So he has been out for some time and he has been starting off the bench. He made his start in the Champions League game, but in the Premier League, this is his first start because the previous games has been coming off the bench. I think he returned in the game of Chelsea and they brought him on. And even in the previous games, Brentford, Aston Villa has been coming off the bench. He has not been starting, but the manager has gotten him back into the starting 11 for the club of Arsenal in this particular fixture. So I think that is really great. Eze into the starting 11 in a 10, and you're waiting to see what he will do to this team of Wolverhampton Wanderers, because he's really deadly when it comes to him facing teams like these ones that really have compactness into the midfield. He is really good and he can really create some beautiful chances to really distort the opponent in there for you. You understand? So from there, we obviously get to what we call the let's get to the starting formation of Wolverhampton Wanderers and how the players have been plotted by the manager. The system obviously shows you how they're going to behave. It's a team that hasn't obviously gone ahead to win any Premier League game. And I don't know why they haven't gone ahead to sack their manager. The system is 3-5-2. John Stone in goal. The back three has Mosquera, right, playing on the right of the 3-man central defense. T. Gomez on the left of the 3-man central defense. Agbodo playing at the center of the 3-man central defense. And that is the 3-man defense in there. Now, Doherty, right wing back. M. Wolfe, left wing back. Then Andre, Yao Gomez, and Krejic, midfield 3. So they are really playing as a mid 3. Lassen is playing as a twin alongside Hwang in this particular system. 3-5-2 in there for you. So Wolverhampton Wanderers is a side that hasn't obviously gone ahead to shock any team, you know, this season. And that team leading the table is facing the team that is seated at the bottom of the table. And I've watched such games for a very long period of time possible. And unless Arsenal really sleeps, but there is no way a side known as Wolves walks away with this fixture. Arsenal is going to eat this fixture alive. And I see them doing the needful. And remember, Liverpool has gone ahead to win today. And they are now 7 points. 7 points behind the side of Arsenal. So, they'll be working tooth and nail to see to it that they obviously get back to those levels of really extending their lead back to 10. And extending the lead back to 10 means, come on, get the job of Wolverhampton Wanderers done in there for you. So, we wait and see how things really pan out at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal is going to be really taking on the bottom placed side. It's Christmas season, and we're waiting to see how things really pan out. You know, Wolves are really doing bad, I tell you, and I don't see them really coming in here and obviously get anything like this. But Arsenal has worked a lot onto what we call their sick bay, because Saliba is back, Rice is back, Timber is back, and Trossard is also back. He's back on the bench. Most of these players never traveled with the manager to Belgium, and he's like, I'm ready for this. I told you, these players are really going to be very pivotal into these coming games, because after here, Arsenal will be playing against Everton, a team that Chelsea is going to head to beat today at the Stamford Bridge. And it's not an easy team to obviously face, and it's not one of those teams that you obviously call for to face if you really know what exactly they put out onto the field of play. So guys, thank you very much for watching through 5 minutes into the game of football, and I haven't gone ahead to see anyone comment in the live chat, meaning that you have nothing to say about this. But it's always good to wait and see how these things pan out. Predictions are in. I called in for a 3-0 win for the club of Arsenal. That was my prediction. And as we head into this fixture, I also wait to see how things go on as planned. So, whatever comes out when the game is done, I'll obviously be here to record what you call the match preview, the match reaction, and upload it in here for you. That will take our tally to how many videos a day. That means would have gone ahead, obviously, make what we call 6 videos. So, Peter Bagonza, hi Rokani, hope you are doing well. Yeah, I'm doing well. How about you? Liverpool has beaten Brighton by 2-0. Ekitike with a brace. Salah with 1 assist in there. Chelsea have gone ahead, obviously, beat Everton by 2-0. It has been a goal from Carl Palmer, an assist from Malo Gusto, and again, Malo Gusto went ahead to score the second goal, meaning that he had 2 goal involvements in there for you and has been named as the man of the match. At Liverpool, it has been Hugo Ekitike who has been named the man of the match. Now, we wait for this club of Arsenal. Peter Bagonza Poli says Arsenal 4, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. It can go worse. It can go worse, especially if Arsenal are as clinical as expected. You understand? So, it's always nice having you here, and I really love you, Die. So thank you very much for really watching in through. Let me end this live poll, and then we head into the game. When it's done, I'm gonna be back to obviously come in here and be let you know what the game has been like. 100% I've gone ahead to call in for an Arsenal win, 0 draws and 0 wins for the side of Wolverhampton Wanderers. Hope you guys are really having the best of the game, and get ready for this. Get ready, guys. Get ready, because it's really gonna be another day for the club of Arsenal. Getting out of the hectic and toxic fixture with a win against Spurs, a draw against Chelsea, a win against Brentford, and a loss against a team known as and a loss against a team known as Aston Villa. So in those 4 games in the Premier League, ever since we returned from the international break, Arsenal beat Spurs Arsenal beat Spurs, drew with Chelsea, beat Brentford, and lost to this Aston Villa side. Out of the 12 points, Arsenal collected 7. But this fixture was hectic. And my question I leave behind to most of the people is, how many points can your team get from such a fixture? A team of yours that you think is ready to win this